So, man, this your Star Action News Reporter, your hood reaction guru, LC the one. LC the one to be exact. We actually did back with like a headline story. Okay, this is a headline story right now that's going on, and it's surrounding my main man, Ben Gordon. Okay, former Chicago Bull. Uh, when he was here, he had the number one selling jersey in the NBA, and he was the Derrick Rose of our team for about how many years? I think it was like 5, 6 years straight. And second, it was Ben Gordon. Put on some of the best, I'm talking about offensive moves I have ever seen, crossovers ever. Okay, people forget about Ben Gordon because he played in Connecticut. I think the Huskies, they won the title, the national title that year, and I think he was drafted or something like that. But anyway, he was a standout player in Connecticut. However, how did he get in trouble in Connecticut? And he did so well there. Um, it seems like a lot of stuff has been going on lately, and Ben Gordon has been the center of a lot of news. And to me, being a basketball player, I listen to Gilbert Arenas talk about it. Talk about his situation, Kanye, and the fact that how a person that is in that type of environment and they have all you know the things that they need um, uh, to help them, when they leave that world and they don't have access to those things, it can take a tumultuous effect on a person. Okay, and we've seen exactly that happen to Ben Gordon because um, nobody knew he had issues. Okay, and they just can't jump on the brother and say that he, you know, is a mental person like that because he was one of the best guards in the NBA at that time. Talking about he lifted the Bulls and got them really back into, you know, uh, how can I put this? Back into the what's happening, for real. Because if it wasn't for Ben Gordon, there wouldn't be no Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose said that he helped train him, and I didn't know he had like a training facility. I don't know exactly where it is. I think it is in Connecticut, and he been training guys too. So. Uh, Ben Gordon, man, he was it when he was in Chi-Town, and I was a big fan of his. I'm still a big fan of his, and that's my brethren, my basketball brethren. So, what they doing to him, man, right now, they trying to slander his character, man, and make us seem like he ain't, like able, to be out in society like that. And they said the man went in there with they say a pocket knife, and he tried to attack somebody. And I heard his side of the story. He said, he was just trying to get a ginseng shot for $350. Okay, the man didn't want to take his money. Okay, uh, once you start getting in trouble, it's kind of hard to, get that negative, what they call that negative connotation off your name. People constantly look at you as being, a misfit or something like that. And all he trying to do is just get his renown. That's it. That's all he trying to do. I understand what he trying to do. And that's like going through the NBA and he was a top. He had like 85 million, got a contract. Just like some of the Bulls right now, they got a contract. DeRozan, Lonzo, they got to be careful and watch out for Lonzo too, because he may, after the fact, if things don't go his way, things may start happening with Lonzo. So, man, because this is a big market, and I listened to what Gilbert Arenas was saying, man, because he was sitting home on, touching bases on those issues, like, man, they just don't know, what it's like, being that lifestyle, and then after the fact, you gotta deal with stuff if you're not, you know, still getting those amenities like that. But anyway, we'll talk about this a little bit later, man. I'm gonna do a part two on this, man, because Ben Gordon, that's my walk. And I wish him well, man. I hope everything work out for the brother, and everything in the game. Not the red back, but I gotta get up out here. It's your Star Action News for your hood reaction guru. LC1 Rising up, Jack. Make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe. And I'm gonna holler at y'all later. I ain't get a chance to get no gameplay, but y'all gonna see that later. You didn't egg me.